I think as part of the process, our clients and everybody really needs to prioritize their self-care. They're so important to start putting themselves first.
And the divorce process is really, metaphorically speaking, it's kind of like building a new home. You're rebuilding your life in many ways, and taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, both physical health and mental health. It's really the whole foundation for what you're doing. So, people should be starting with a good, healthy foundation. And, if you haven't done that in your life, the first best time to do it is tomorrow. Start now with that.
Time to start. Could you imagine going through this process alone, especially with some type of abusive partner on the other side? I can't. People need to get help, especially the help of an experienced lawyer.
Yeah, and what the attorney can do is what you haven't been able to do during your relationship, and that's stand up to your husband, stand up to the abuser, be the person that insulates you from being manipulated and controlled in the divorce the way that you have been during the marriage.
And also provide the right advice going forward so that you can make the right choices.
And and another thing I think some people overlook, because they can feel as part of this process, hey, like, I'm rebuilding my life, like, now's the time to show him. He's going to see who I am. The fact is they don't respect you. They never will. So you might as well present somebody else, a really good attorney who knows what they're doing, to show this person that you're going to be acting differently, because they'll never respect you. But if they have an attorney that is going in the right direction for you, they may recognize that they need to back off, do the right thing, and get the divorce over. When you're getting divorced, you need to be getting organized first before you get started. You should be going through and making a list. What are the things that you all own? What are the things that you owe? Go grab the paperwork that helps prove those things, because once you get the process rolling, guess what? Things kind of start to disappear.
Things start to disappear. They start to be transferred. Make a balance sheet, essentially, your assets, your liabilities, and start to see what you have. That's really important, to see what you have before you get started, so that when you're in the process, you have a framework by which to work through.
And the best divorce is the one that's over on fair terms as soon as possible. And if you really want to get that soon as possible piece, getting organized beforehand, making a list of what you need, and going out and getting the information that you have access to that can prove, the items that exist, or even document the spouse's behavior during the marriage, is going to allow us, when we help you, get the process over with much quicker.
If you're facing a divorce for the first time, just know that you're not alone. It's a very scary process. It's probably even scary to pick up the phone and call a lawyer and go in for the consultation. Know that you're not alone. People have done it before, and attorneys like us have really perfected the process by which we take you on a nice streamlined approach.
And what you should be doing, if this is resonating with you, a lot of the divorce is kind of seeming like a mountain you have to climb, is make a list of the things that are keeping you up at night. Think of what those things are, write them down, log them into your phone, and go talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about. And most of the time, I think when we meet with people who have those lists, we're able to put a lot of their concerns to bed, make them things that they're not worried about anymore. And that makes it a little bit easier to switch over to, focusing on themselves, focusing on what they want, making the divorce more about improving their life than worrying about the process.
That's right. Don't worry about the process. Let an attorney demystify it for you. At our law firm in South Florida, we demystify the process by taking our clients step by step. We have a program that we put our clients through. It's a series of emails, videos, and also talking points that our lawyers will take the clients through. We make it easy. We don't climb the mountain from the very beginning. We go step by step in the process.
And early on, what we really focus on doing is trying to figure out what are the things that you're concerned about, addressing those concerns. We basically, step one with us is we make sure you know what's going on, that you feel at ease. Step two is we help you understand what is the timeline of the process going to be, and what are your goals. And step three is we go gather the information that we need to be able to tell you the best way to pursue your goals after the divorce, during the divorce process.
We know it can be scary. We know the unknown in change it's really scary to proceed with that. A lot of people are concerned about what they're going to get out of the process. Am I going to have enough money to live off of?
And the best way to try to address that stuff is making a list of what are the items that you own, or what are the things that you owe, and not everybody knows all this information. Making a budget for yourself, and then going and meeting with an attorney and finding out from that lawyer, does it appear to be possible that you'll be able to have the type of life that you want to have when the divorce is over? And in our firm and a lot of other attorneys that focus on this stuff, they should be able to give you a pretty reasonable ballpark idea of what your life's going to look like after the divorce, what you're entitled to.
I have been asked so many times, is he going to change? The hope, I think, is always yes, right? But the reality is probably no, especially when you're dealing with somebody who has a personality disorder. The reality is they're not going to change. They are who they are. Usually it's deep-seated and rooted in who they are and their upbringing.
Yeah, I mean, the therapist can tell you all about, how they need to form healthy attachments growing up and how that might make your husband a difficult person now. And look, on the issue of therapists, we have a website we developed as a service to the community, www.staymarriedflorida.com. We want people to have healthy relationships, and you should try therapy before you get divorced, sometimes a couple times. But if you've been seeing a therapist over and over and over again with your husband, or if your husband is refusing to even go to therapy,
that's usually how it is. They refuse to go to therapy.
Yeah, you're the problem. Go
right.
Fix yourself. I mean, it's at a certain point, if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. And if that is being unhappy in your marriage, you really got to take that to heart and consider making a change.
At our firm in South Florida, Bruce Law Firm, we focus on helping people through difficult situations, particularly in divorce and family law. That's all we do. That's all we handle. We have an array of attorneys at our firm that help people through this process.
So if you're listening to this stuff and it's resonating with you, give us a call. If you're not ready to talk yet, go check out our website, brucepa.com, or all of our free books that we have on there, and just start learning about the process. And when you're ready to speak, when you've made your list of the things that are keeping you up at night, get a hold of us and we'll help put you at ease.
And so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. www.brucepa.com, 561-810-0170. We have people that stand by that are ready to speak with you.